My name is Susie Rothschild Goldberg, and I'm passionate about life, my family, and acting. I got into acting or wanting to be an actress actually when I was a little tiny child, when I could just about learn to speak, and I'm not kidding with you. I know it sounds silly, but I would play games and I would be a cowboy or an Indian, but when I would play these parts, I was actually within myself feeling as if I was in that part. But it continued when I went to elementary school, junior high school. I did monologues and improvisations, and it just became just really a part of me. I did not go to college. I went to college for secretarial school because my mother and father wanted me to do something safe until I was married and had children. In those days, that's what people wanted. They wanted you, the parents wanted you, the girls to become the housewives and the moms, and the husbands to become the breadwinners, you know? So I didn't, but what I did do is I did go to workshops for acting. My family was supportive of my doing acting because I guess basically they didn't think I was very, very serious about it, and that when I was much younger, you know, and they were alive, you know, they just sort of watched me perform or whatever. But yeah, I didn't really get into acting until after my parents were really gone. Some of the hardships and struggles that I had during my acting career was that, you know, when you go for an audition, or let's say it's for a commercial, and let's say I'm living up in Orlando and they're sending me to Miami, and you go there, and you walk in the room, and then they say to you, after you've driven 4 hours to get there and had a hard time parking, they say, "Oh no, you are not funny looking enough." And here I've driven 4.5 hours to get there, and now I have to drive 4.5 hours back to get home. But if you do go to a audition and you do get a call back, it's sort of nerve-wracking and it's scary and it's upsetting, and you worry a lot. Are you going to get the part? Are you going to get the part? And after, let's say, 1 or 2 callbacks, you don't get it. It's sort of devastating, you know. And you feel you have to take it that it's not really against you as an actor. It's really just that they're looking for a certain something. I think if I really had to say, I have one more thing I can do in my entire life, I would say film. Because it's so true, and it looks you in the eye, and it just gets your truth. You know, on the stage it's wonderful. Every performance you do is live, and everyone is different, actually, which is quite interesting. I mean, you might have an audience that really, really laughs, and another one that doesn't laugh at all, but yet they give you a standing ovation, you know, at the end, which is fabulous. But filmmaking, when you see that finished product, you know, when you see yourself on that big screen, it's nice. I don't consider my acting career over. I consider that I can act until I'm 90, you know. I mean, acting is, you know, you're a product. You're the product. And you have to push yourself. You have to advertise for yourself. You have to promote yourself, and you can't really give up. What I would pass on to young actors or even filmmakers, you know, whoever wants to go into the business, is don't give up. You know, don't give up. Just have that tenacity within yourself, you know, and just, you know, follow your dream. I mean, when I started doing it, let's say professionally, because maybe I'm not Susan Sarandon, I'm only Susie Goldberg, but I did follow my dream, and I met a lot of incredible people, and I did a lot of fun things, and whether it be being an extra on a movie set, a small set or a big set, which I've done, or being, quote, the star of a play, or being the star of a little festival film, it's all an incredible journey. And I think you learn from each thing you do. If you have a talent and you have a passion, I think you really have to follow it, I mean, as much as you possibly can. And that would be it.